Yo, what up, my YouTube family? It's your boy AteFoPrime back with another video, more content. So this is going to be LSPDFR for Dummies Part 2. So one thing I forgot to mention yesterday before I get started, you're going to have game crashes. And the only reason I mentioned that is because when I started up Rage plugin hook yesterday, it actually did not allow me to play the very first time. Then you had to redo it again. Guys, it's going to happen. It don't mean it's anything that you're doing. It's just going to happen. That's just how it goes. I mean, you're going to have game crashes. I'm pretty sure that the game is going to crash today because we're installing Police Smart Radio. But nonetheless, all you got to do is just restart it again, and I promise you guys it'll work. I wouldn't mislead you. I don't use bad mods. These are all good mods. I promise you guys. Alright, so today we are going to install the rest of the traffic part of LSPDFR. So you guys are actually probably going to be playing a lot more LSPDFR after this video. So what you're going to need is Stop the Pet, and you're going to need Compulate, Ultimate Backup, Police Smart Radio, Traffic Policer, and Albo 1125. Alright, so let's go back to Stop the Pet. So you're going to want to scroll all the way down to the bottom. You want to hit that download button. It's going to take you to the next screen. If you get a window that pops up when you hit download, close that window out immediately. So yeah, it's the same thing. You just want to hit save as, and then you want to save it to your desktop. Or if you keep it in your downloads folder, that's cool too. But like I said, once you hit download the very first time on this, more than likely a window is going to pop up. Just close that window out automatically. And then Compulate. Same thing. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Hit download. If a window pops up, close it out and hit download again right there. By the way, guys, these Bajojo mods are fantastic. Bajojo, his plugins are fantastic, and he stays updating them. I mean, this one was updated 3 days ago, you know, so he stays updated. All right, so now Ultimate Backup. You want to scroll down, hit the download button, takes you to the next screen, hit download. All right. Now, Police Smart Radio. This is on LSPDFR.com or LCPDFR.com. So you want to scroll down to the green download button here, hit download, agree and download, and you want the 1.2. If you're watching this video at a later time, then you just go with the most updated one, but right now 1.2 is the most updated. Alright, then you hit download. It's going to ask you the same thing. If you want to save it in your downloads folder, if you want to save as, which I recommend save as and then go to the desktop, but it's up to you guys. Then we're going to do Traffic Policer, and we're going to scroll down, same thing, green download button here, agree and download. You want the main file here, the main file, and it's also the most updated one, the 6.16. So right here, main file. All right. Close out of that one. Now you want to download Albo 1125. So we're going to be installing this last. Albo 1125 is the one that came up with the Traffic Policer and the Police Smart Radio. He came up with another mod to help those mods function correctly. So we're going to install that as well. It should be the 6.6.4, but you want to hit the green download button, and I'll just show you guys real quick. I mean, it's the same thing with all of them. You get the message at the bottom right here. You get the message at the bottom asking you if you want to save to your downloads folder or if you want to save as, pretty much. Alright, so once you got all of those downloaded, I'm going to close out of this so we can go ahead and get started. Now, guys, the only thing you're going to need is your GTA 5 main directory. We're not dealing with OpenIV today. So I have mine saved up here as a shortcut. Hopefully you guys did the same thing. But here it is right here. And this is all you should have in your folders. You shouldn't really have anything else unless if you went off and installed more mods yourself, which, I mean, I totally understand it, but just be careful with it. Alright, so first thing we're going to install Stop the Pet. So once you have Stop the Pet, you want to open this folder here, and all you're going to copy is the plugins folder. Now we already installed a let me see. I'm sorry guys, I apologize. We are going to install both of these. Then the reason why is because this is the first JoJo mod that we had. But there's a README right here if you guys want to check that out. But all you want to do is highlight both plugins and Rage Native UI.dll, drag and drop into your main directory. Just like that. Alright. Refresh. Close out of that. Next one. Oh no. Police Smart Radio. We're doing Albo 1125 last. Police Smart Radio. Double click on Police Smart Radio, double click on GTA 5 or Grand Theft Auto 5, and you're only going to copy the plugins folder, not the Albo 25. Remember I told you we're going to install one right after. So just the plugins folder, drag and drop. We'll wait for that. Okay, hit refresh, and now we're done with that one. Police Smart Radio is installed. Now Traffic Policer. Double click. Grand Theft Auto 5. Now this one, you're not going to install this Rage Native UI because you have the JoJo files in. So you're just going to install these two at the top, LSPDFR and plugins. Okay, so drag and drop. And real quick guys too, another thing, I see a lot of people, here I'll show you on the next one. So let's just hit refresh and close out. And then we'll do ultimate backup. Okay, so I see a lot of people do this. Yeah, that's unnecessary. You don't have to do this. So they'll click on this, all right, then they'll click on plugins, and then they'll click on plugins, then they'll click on LSPDFR, then they'll click on LSPDFR, and then they'll click on Police Smart Radio, display, and just keep going on and on and on. You don't have to do that. You really don't. That's just too much to me, honestly. So we're just gonna take this plugins folder right here and just drag and drop. That's it. It basically puts everything in that you're supposed to have in without you having to do all that extra stuff. I mean, you know, people do things differently. Me, I do things quick and easy, simple. I don't, you know, why work harder when you can work smarter? That's kind of what I think about. Alright, so we're done with that. We're going to close out. So that was ultimate backup. And then we're going to do Compulate. Compulate is your police computer. So we're going to double click. Same thing, just plugins folder. That's it. Drag and drop. Okay, refresh that. Close out of that. And the very last one, Albo 1125. Click on that. Grand Theft Auto 5, Albo 1125, .com and .dll. Drag and drop into your main directory. Refresh, and that's it. You guys got everything installed. All right, guys, I do apologize. I'm gonna show you guys something really quick that I completely 100% forgot to show you. I even forgot to show you yesterday. I am so sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to go to LSPDFR. Let's start with, we're going to configure some files real quick. So we're going to go to LSPDFR and then back to, no, not keys, I'm sorry. Where is it at? I think it's in plugins and then LSPDFR. And then I think it's, alright, well, we'll do this first while we're here. Alright, so let's start with Compulate. Compulate configuration settings. So you're going to double click on this one. Let's pull up the full screen here. Alright, so this is your police computer. This is how you're going to actually pull up your police computer. Now, the only thing I change is right here. From E, I change it to X. So, has to be a capital, by the way. X. Alright. The rest of the stuff you can go in and change it if you want. It's completely up to you. I take the D-pad button, I take that off. So here, let me just copy this. But yeah, you guys can read through this, and if you want to change anything, you can. I would not change anything at all except for this button right here, which is going to be on your controller, and then this button right here that's going to be on your keyboard. That's the only thing that I would change. The rest of this stuff I would just leave alone. You do have the option. I don't use it, but you have the option to pull up your computer on a tablet if you're already outside of your police vehicle. All you have to do is just hit the left control key plus the number 0, which is going to be the numbers right below the function keys, not the number pad. Alright, so you're going to hit file and save. Close out of that. So now we're done with that one. And now we're going to do stop the ped. So with stop the ped, same thing. What I do is I leave this one at E. I use a controller for this part, but just notice that if you leave it at E, you have to press it twice. So if you choose E, if you choose X, if you choose whatever button you choose, you have to hit it twice, whatever it is. I leave this at G. This will pull up your menu, like if you need to tow a car, if you need to search a vehicle, if you need to search a body, things like that. This key is going to pull up that button for you. I leave it at G, but that's up to you guys. T, this doesn't work, honestly. You could try it. It says only works when you are pointing a gun, but that doesn't work for me. I don't know why, but it just doesn't work, so I don't use it at all. So let's go down to, because the rest of this stuff really doesn't matter. Like, because these buttons will pop up to let you know, like, okay, do you need to push this button for this to work? Like, for example, if you arrest somebody and put them in the back of your police car, it'll say push 8 on the number key, not the number pad, but the 8 number key, or right underneath the function key. Sorry, I can't talk. To route the nearest jail. So that's what that'll be. Now, I leave it D-pad right. Tap it twice. I leave it on D-pad right. Now, when it comes to this, this is the context menu. I just do none for both because I don't want a lot of stuff on my controller. Now keep in mind, guys, I use both a controller and the keyboard. All right. So the quick graph for the ped is going to be B. I use none here. All right. And then to tackle somebody, instead of B, I use X. And then to sprint faster, instead of Y, I use A. All right. And that's it for this. All right. The rest of this stuff doesn't matter. I would not mess with it. But again, all these keys, this is up to you guys, how you want to do it. All right. So we're just going to hit save there. Close out of that. All right. So now we are done with stop the ped. Traffic policer is next. Go to the configuration file. So with traffic policer, is not a lot that we need to change in here. The only thing that I would change is your unit name. All right. So it's automatically set to 1 Lincoln 18. All right. Mine is 2 Adam 9. That's the one that I like. All right, but you can choose whatever unit type you want. Just make sure that all of these are caps and then they're in the actual alphabet order that they use. I don't know them by heart. You can look them up. Just Google search the LSPDFR alphabet names. I think it's Adam, Boy, Charles, David, something like that. I don't know. I just use 2 Adam 9. You can leave it at 1 Lincoln 18 if you want to. That's completely up to you. All right. So 2 Adam 9 right there. All right. And then the rest of this, it doesn't matter except for this part right here. All right. So this is the probability of all of this happening. All right. So what I do is I copy this 90 and I just paste it for everything. So drunk driver, 90 chance. Speeder, 90 chance. Unroadworthy vehicle. There. Street race, I'm gonna put that a little bit lower because the street races I don't like because they always get away. Like one of them get away and then I can't find them. I don't like it. The drug driver, I'm gonna keep that at 140 because I love doing the drug drivers. All right. So let's see. I don't think it's anything else that you guys need to change, but I just want to make sure. This. So if you want a quick shortcut key to do these things. You can do it if you want to, but what I suggest is change this to Z. So this is the shortcut key for a breathalyzer. Let's just say that you pull somebody over, you know that they've been drinking. You can hold the left shift key and the Z button. The reason I choose Z is because it's right next to each other, so it makes it easier. So left shift key and Z. All right, that's for that. And then if you scroll down, you can do a parking ticket, left control E, and then yeah, see, I don't want, you guys can look through this if you want to, but I don't want to confuse you. So let's just go down here. So now you could do a drugalyzer. So I'm going to change that to Z also, because same thing, left control and Z is right next to each other. So I would leave that how it is. But it's up to you guys how you want to do it. All right. I don't use any of those anyway, to be honest. I just do it all on stop the ped. So all right, so that's that. We're going to hit file and save, close out of that. All right, ultimate backup is next. Now, again, you don't have to do any of this that I'm doing, but you should at least open it so you know what buttons do what. All right, so the only thing I changed here is I changed this B to a U. It makes sense because ultimate starts with a U, so I would know, okay, for my ultimate backup menu, I hit the U button. So that's all I changed there. The rest of this stuff I don't mess with at all, because I like doing everything on my police smart radio. So, or the ultimate backup menu or the stop the ped menu. So the rest of that stuff I just leave alone. Hit file, save. All right, close out. And then now we're going to configure the police smart radio. So we're going to double click on police smart radio configuration, and we're going to do, let's do controller config first. Set all of these to none. Now that is one thing I'm going to recommend to you guys. Set it all to none. Oh, whoops. Because if you have police smart radio on your controller, it just messes everything up. Like it does. You really don't realize how much you use the controller. I'm telling you guys, change all of that to none. All right, now we're going to do the keyboard configuration. I usually leave mine at C, none, and then I'll change this to, I think I'll leave it at, do I leave it at G? No, I'm sorry. I changed this to X. This will take me to the next button. Basically, it's just going down on the police smart radio. All right, and then I leave that at T, and then I leave this at Z. So the select button to actually click on what you need, you hit Z. And X is to scroll down, and then T is to go back up. All right, so I'll leave that how that is, and then I hit save. All right, and then I think it's the display config. No, it's not that one. Is it general config? It's one more that we have to do. Okay, right here. Change this to whatever you want. So my name is Officer Guest. Oh, wow. Forgot I hit the caps lock. So I'm going to change that to Officer Guest, and then that's it. You change it to whatever you want. But basically, when you call it in something, it'll be a message that pops up saying 10-4, Officer Guest 10-4, whatever name you put. All right, so you hit file, save, close out of that. All right, and then we're going to go back to GTA right here. Okay, and then we're going to hit the refresh button. All right. So now let's just make sure one last time that we got everything configured. So we did Compulate, we did Police Smart Radio, Stop the Ped, Ultimate Backup, and then we didn't do anything with Vocal Dispatch. All right. So now I will see you guys inside of the game. Don't forget to load it this way with Rage Plugin Hook. All right. All right, guys. So I decided to restart the video again right here. I just wanted to show you this. So you're going to get this message a lot. You're going to get this message every time you put a new mod into your game or something like that. Well, I tend to get it every time I put a new mod into my game, things like that. Again, it does not mean you did anything wrong at all. It just, it just happens pretty much. So all you're going to do, just hit OK. You're going to close out of GTA and you're going to restart it again. So I have my GTA main directory. Remember, I told you this is how you're going to start the games from now on. You double click on Rage Plugin Hook, the actual application, and I'll minimize that. and then we'll just wait. You might get a message from Rage plugin hook said it couldn't hook the distance or something like that. All you got to do is just close it out and restart it again. I promise you guys it'll work the second time. That's just how it is. I don't know why it does that, but nonetheless it does that. But I know GTA has a long loading screen, so I'll just leave it at this screen just so you guys can see that it does work. You just have to, sometimes you just got to close it out and redo it again. It happens. I mean, even sometimes you have to restart your computer. Sometimes. But I mean, yeah, it's PC. It's gonna happen. You know, that's what I notice a lot of people don't tell. They don't mention that in their videos, but I'm telling you guys. So right there, it's working. All right, so I'll see you guys in the game. So we are in the game. I'm in my apartment right now. So you remember yesterday on the video, I told you that it's two different ways that you can go on duty. So the first way is obviously just to drive to a police station, pretty much. But for this video, I want you guys to do it differently because I don't want your game crashing on you. All right, so we're gonna hit F4. All right. You're going to type in force, and then you're going to hit tab, and then you're going to hit enter. Okay? Once it loads up, then you're going to hit the escape key. So let's just wait on it to load up. Take your time, take your time. Okay, so it's loaded up. It just loaded up. All right, I got on my uniform and everything. So you are going to hit escape. If you get that message, Police Smart Radio is optimized for use with the latest arrest manager. You're advised to install it. You don't have to install it. Okay, guys, you do not. If you want arrest manager, you can, but because I got stopped to pay it, you're not going to need it. All right. Now, this first screen here is very, 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 very important. All right. So it says, welcome to the Police Smart Radio first time launch setup will now proceed. Okay. We are going to click number 2. The number 2 on, not on your number pad, but on the top of your keyboard, right above, you know, Q, W, E, R, T, you know, all that crap like that. Okay. So you're going to hit the number 2. All right. Now it's going to take you to this screen. Now, you are going to have to jam the button so this does not freeze on you. Now, I don't mean like do it like really, 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 really quick. You know, just like you want to press the button, lift your finger, press the button, lift your finger. Keep doing it like that. All right. So we're just going to hit 1. All right. So okay. All right. Now, this next part is going to come up. Okay. So, like I said, usually your game crashes when it comes to this part. Usually it happens because you're installing Police Smart Radio for the first time. The good news is, though, once you do this, you don't have to do it ever again. Like never, ever again. This is just the first part that you have to do. So it's loading LSPDFR. Give it a second. And then it takes you off duty. And then you have to load back in. So we're just going to wait. Like I said, it may crash. Yours may crash. Mine may crash. If it does, don't worry, guys. I'm going to take you back in the game, and then we'll be good to go. So let's just wait and see. And I think mine may have crashed. And like I said, it happens. So here, let's do this. Now hit F4 again, and we're going to click on Force Duty and see if this works. Hit Tab, then hit Enter. And then we're just going to wait. Okay, so it put me back on duty. So I'm going to hit the escape key. All right. And I'm still going to get that same message as, you know, stuff, you know, about the Police Smart Radio, needing the arrest manager, things like that. Okay. So now we're back to this screen again. So you're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to continuously hit 1. All right. That was an accident. I didn't mean to push that button. Okay, just like that. Let me hit the escape key on this. Yeah, I accidentally hit the cheat code button, so mine might crash because of that. All right, so we're just gonna wait for the guy to pop back up again, and then we're gonna do the same thing again. Like I said, if it crashed, it happens. Don't worry about it. All right, so let's hit escape to get out of that. All right, so it looked like it didn't crash, but let's just make sure. So we're gonna hit F4. All right, force, tab, enter, wait for it to put you on duty, which it did. Hit escape, and then that's just letting on the side there, on the left side, it's just letting you know that the Bajojo files loaded. So that's a good thing. All right, cool. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you guys yesterday, and I apologize for that. Let's go ahead and hit F3 again. And then you remember this screen from yesterday? So we're going to go to weapons. All right, and then let's see. I'm going to go to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my brain together here. We're going to remove all weapons, and then we're going to put our police weapons on. So that would be a nightstick, a flashlight, a pistol, a stun gun, which for some reason my stun gun has a laser on it now. That's pretty cool. I didn't see that before. Pump shotgun and a carbine rifle. We're gonna go back to the previous screen here. Okay, and then we're going to go to the weapon attachments here. And you don't have to do this. I mean, I do it, but you don't have to. So extended clip, flashlight, and a scope and a grip. And I accidentally just responded to that call. Then we're gonna go to here. Actually, let me go ahead and end that call real quick. Okay, so I just ended that call. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so weapon attachments. Alright, so we don't need the extended clip, but we do need the flashlight. And that'll be it for that. And then let's go to the shotgun. And we're just going to need the flashlight for the shotgun. Okay. Now, you're going to hit weapons load and save menu. That's what I actually forgot. So we're just going to save all weapons in the weapon slot 1. So now, when you load up the game, let's just say that you don't have any weapons. Sorry about that. Let me get the Police Smart Radio out the way. So let's say that you load up the game, you don't have any weapons or things like that. You want to hit F3. You're going to go to weapons. You're going to go to weapons, load / save menu. And then you're going to go to load all weapons to slot 1 here. All right. And now you have all your weapons, all your police weapons loaded. All right. So let's go ahead and get us a police vehicle. Since we're already on duty, I'm going to do it like this. You're going to hit F4. I'm sorry, not F4. Hit escape. Sorry about that. F3. We're going to go up to vehicle spawning. We're going to go down to emergency. And then we're going to just choose police cruiser 1. Why not? Alright guys, so I teleported over here to Sandy Shores or Blaine County just to help with some of the choppiness. But I just want to show you guys how all of this works here. Alright, so I'm going to pull this guy over here just so you can see. Alright, so remember, cut your lights on. You want to hold the shift key to initiate the traffic stop. Sorry. Okay. So as soon as he pulls over. Okay, so right now he's in a really bad spot. Alright, so what you're going to do is hit the left control key and W. Okay. Now you're going to use the number pad. So I'm going to use 8 to go up, and then I'm going to use 4 to go over to tell them to pull over there, and then I'm going to hit enter. Sometimes they don't pull over there completely. Like, see right there, he didn't pull over there completely, but I'm not going to continue to do this. All right, so let's say, just for role play, you'll say, okay, I told you my name is 2 out of 9. So 2 out of 9 to dispatch. Can you do a plate check? So we're going to hit the C button. Okay. And remember, X is to go next, and then Z is to actually click on it. So I'm going to go to plate check, hit Z. It's going to do a plate check. Comes back as, let's see. Okay, so no 1099, so everything's good. I'm going to get out the car and I'm going to approach him. This is where stop the pad comes in at. All right, so I'm just going to go up to him. I'm going to say, hey, I'm Officer Guest with the Los Santos PD. You want to hit right on the D-pad or E or whatever button you guys switched it to. It'll pop up in the left corner right there. So I'm going to hit right on the D-pad, and I'm going to say you got your license, insurance, proof of registration, things like that. You're going to hit A. He's going to give me all of that. All right, so it's Mike Borp. However you said that. Oh, no. He ain't even the owner of this car. It's Doug Frank, actually. Okay, so we're going to go back to the police vehicle. Now, we're going to do CompuLite, which is what we install. Now, I put mine to X, but you're going to hold it, and then it's going to pull it up. I think the default was, I think it was Q or G, something like that, but I put mine to X. So this is where if you watch my videos, this is where you'll see like the court cases and things like that. But you're gonna go to Ped Records, and this is the guy, Doug Frank. That's who we have, and then it'll show you right here, like, you know, how many times he's been stopped, if he got a gun permit, things like that. And then this is where you can write him a ticket, or you can actually choose to arrest him. All right, so you know, just so you guys can see how everything goes. I'm just gonna hit backspace, hit backspace again. All right, and I'm just gonna tell him to get out the car, just so you can see how everything goes. All right, so you go hit right on the D-pad or E, whatever you chose. All right, and this time you ask him to get out the car. Now, when you ask him to get out the car, he's just a regular person right now. All right, so this is where stop the pad comes in at when they say like press it twice. So mine was D-pad right. So you hit it twice. Now he's stopped by me. Now let's say that you rolled up on some people that was fighting or something like that, or some people that was stealing or anything, or just a random person on the street. Double tap the button, and now they're listening to you as a police officer. So now I'm going to hit right on the D-pad, and this is going to give me every single thing that I can do. So I could tell them to turn around, and I could do a pat down on them. I hope he has something illegal so I can show you guys something else. Okay, so you see how it says a baggie of clear crystals? Now, but JoJo updated his mods to where now you can do field narcotics tests, which is pretty cool. So a baggie of clear crystals, right? All right, so now we have probable cause to arrest this guy. So we go down to the bottom, we arrest him, and I'm gonna move my police car so they can get out the way. All right, so now you're gonna grab him, and I mean, guys, you know, once you get used to this, you'll be cooking. Like, okay, I could do this, I could do that. So you're gonna grab him here, all right, and then let me move my police vehicle out the way so they can get by. All right, so yeah, now they can get by. I'll just do it right here. All right, now I changed everything to G. Now remember, a baggie of clear crystals, right? All right, so I hit G. Remember, G is the context menu, so this is where I could search vehicles, I could do a tow truck, things like that. All right, so I hit G, and I'm going to do my narcotics field test. He's going to open the trunk, and then we're going to test that baggie of clear crystals that he had on him. All right, so we'll test it for, let's just test it for PCP. All right, so it's positive for PCP. All right, so now we have ourselves a case. Now we're gonna go back. Now we're gonna need to tow his car because he's going to jail. So you got two options. Either you can hit the G key and then you can go to request tow truck. But first we're gonna search the vehicle to see if he has anything else on him. Okay, so he got several pounds of cocaine. So now he has cocaine and PCP. All right. So either you can hit the G key and you can request a tow truck right here, or you could pull up your police smart radio with C, and then we're gonna hit X to go down. If you chose the same buttons that I did, gonna hit X to go down to tow services. Then we're gonna hit Z to select it, and then it's gonna ask me if I want a small, large, or a large flatbed. Choose large flatbed. The other ones, like they make the car make weird, like I don't know, they make it weird. Just choose large flatbed. Okay, so now the tow truck is on its way. That's what that blue blip is about right there. Now we're gonna create the arrest report. So we're gonna hold X or whatever button you chose to pull up our police computer, and this will pause the game, by the way. So we're gonna go Ped Records, Doug Frank. We're gonna create an arrest report. Drug possession of, he had cocaine. You have to double click on it, and then he had PCP, and this is where you would use your mouse, of course. And then make sure you submit the charges. All right, so you're gonna hit submit, and then now the charges are in. And now, well, I'll show you guys that after. So let's hit backspace, and backspace. All right. So now you guys can either take him to jail or you can have somebody else take him to jail. I always have someone else, okay, so now you see his car is on that tow truck right there. Okay. I usually have somebody else take him to jail because the game seems to crash whenever you do it. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it yourself. All right. So you're going to put him in the back of your police car. So you're just going to walk up to the car, and you see how it says put into vehicle rear seat. All right, you're just going to select that one. He's going to open the door. You're going to step away. He's going to get in, and you're just going to walk and close the door just like that. All right. When you get in the car, remember when we were doing the configuration and I said D8, it's just going to pop up on there for you. So right there, it says press 0 key to toggle the route to the nearest jail. So we hit 0, and it's going to show me, okay, that's the jail right there. All right. Now, I'm gonna show you guys both so you guys can see. All right, so we're just gonna drive him to the nearest jail, which is right here. All right, either you can put him in the jail, it'll tell you either you can put him in there or you can have another cop come out and get him. So I'm just gonna do another cop come out and get him. So yeah, this is usually where the game crashes or it freezes or something like that. This is why I usually do it the other way, which I'll show you guys. And I'm so glad that it didn't do it that time. Okay, perfect. So I just hit left on the D-pad to accept that call out. But this is perfect. I can show you guys how else to do it. Just so you guys can see it. Alright, so remember, you cut your lights on, then you're going to hold left on the shift key to initiate the driver to stop. And that's this guy right here. Yeah, that's him. You can tell he's drunk driving. Alright, so I just initiated him to stop. Just side note, guys, when you pull over these drunk drivers, they tend to shoot at you. So make sure that you have your gun ready, because they tend to shoot at. Wow, come on, dude. Really? Move out of the way. Wow. Okay, so we're going to hit right on the D-pad. We're just going to tell him to get out the car right away. All right. Okay, now remember, he's not a suspect yet. So you're going to have to double tap right on the D-pad or whatever you chose, E or whatever. Now I told him to stop. Now we're going to get him out of the street real quick. Okay, so I grabbed him and I'm just gonna sit him right over here. All right, Now, you guys need to make sure that he's actually drunk. So we're going to hit right on the D-pad, and then we're going to do some field sobriety tests. So you guys can do the horizontal gaze where they follow your pin, or you could do the walk and turn, or you could do the one-legged stand, or you could just go straight to the breathalyzer, which that's what I'm going to do because, I mean, he was driving all crazy. So, breathalyzer. Okay, and he blew a .168, which is above the legal limit. So you arrest him. Alright, so now we're going to hit the G key to search his vehicle. So hit G, that's going to pull up the context menu. You're going to search the vehicle just to make sure he doesn't have anything else on him. Which he has a briefcase full of cocaine and a bottle containing a clear liquid. So we can actually test that too. So let's do it the other way so you guys can see it. So I'm gonna hit the G key again, and we're gonna request a tow truck and a large flatbed. I like doing it that way. I really don't use Police Smart Radio unless if I'm doing a plate check behind somebody. That's the only time. See those street racers right there? All right, so remember, G key or whatever your context key is. Narcotics field test. The tow truck actually picked up his vehicle already. That's what that is right there. Alright. So we're going to test that bottle containing the clear liquid. Let's just do LSD. So right now he already had that briefcase full of cocaine. So no negative on LSD. Let's try fentanyl. Positive on fentanyl. Fentanyl it is. Alright. So we're going to go. Whoa! Well, you played yourself. Alright. Hold X on the D-pad to pull up your police radio. I'm not the D-pad, the keyboard, sorry. So that's this guy here. And you can even see his picture just to make sure it's him, because I did not ask for ID. So we created an arrest report. Drug possession. He had LSD. And he had cocaine. Possession of cocaine. And then he was also driving while under the influence here. And you guys could go through all of these and see exactly, you know, which ones you want to do or what you have the option. Submit the charges. All right, so now all of his possessions are right there. All right. So now we're going to backspace, backspace, backspace. Okay. And now this time we're going to do the police transport my favorite way. So you're gonna hit right on the D-pad to pull up the context menu here, and then you're just gonna go to police transport, and then that's when you could say, you know, send a police transport my way, things like that. All right, that was definitely a street racer. All right, and I'm not gonna take that call. All right, so this guy's gonna actually take him to jail for me. Alright, so he's gonna take him to jail for me, and then that's pretty much gonna be the end of that. Alright. Now, let's say that you guys are just wanting to patrol. You don't want to take no calls or something like that. You can actually hit M on your keyboard and then go to police radio, and then available for calls, just hit no. Alright. Oh, sorry. Just hit no, and now you won't be dispatched to any calls, and you can just go out on patrol, do your thing like that. Alright, so now I want to show you guys the last thing, and then I'll end this video here. So you want to hold X, pull up your police computer, and then you want to go over the court cases, and you can actually reveal the outcome. So let's start with that first dude that we arrested, Doug Frank. So reveal outcome. Now you see exactly what he got for the offense right there. Then we're going to go up here, and then same thing, reveal outcome. I don't know how he wasn't guilty of the cocaine when it was a full briefcase, but okay. But you guys can see right here where they would get fined for and things like that. Alright, so we're going to hit backspace, backspace, and then that's pretty much it, you guys. Those white blips that pop up on the map, those are potential suspects. You're going to see red blips that pop up on the map. That just means that somebody was looking for them. Maybe you were looking for them. Like if you were doing a police transport or a pursuit, and they got away, it might pop up red to let you know, hey, they right here, you know, or maybe another officer was looking for them, things like that. Okay. But other than that, so this has been part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I apologize if it's not to your liking. I'm not used to doing these tutorials. I just know a lot of people have been asking me, so I decided to do them. But tune in for part 3 tomorrow. We're gonna the next 2 I know for a fact you guys are gonna enjoy, because we're gonna, you know, get more realistic here in the next 2, so you guys are definitely gonna enjoy those. But yeah, start pulling people over, start messing around with it. Hopefully you changed your buttons to the same as mine, because it makes it so much easier. But if you guys have any questions at all, any comments, concerns, things like that, please leave a comment below. I have my YouTube on 24/7, so I can get back to you right away. Especially with, you know, everything going on right now, it ain't really too much other to do but play the game. So just let me know. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.